A stunning view of Capitol Hill from high above. We're here in the seat of the U.S. government, Washington, D.C. Reading and for a look, competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. If you look at Detroit, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for the Mavericks, they just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlooked them as a top team.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, the big man, Domantas Sabonis, is following in his father's Hall of Fame footsteps. We all remember what Arvydas Sabonis looked like when he was healthy, both in Russia and when he came over to the NBA. Domas watched his dad play with the Blazers and dreamed of becoming an NBA player in his own right. Well, he's arrived. Last season, Domantas became a first-time All-Star, and he's certainly doing his dad proud. Kevin?
He sure is. Thanks, David. Greg, in 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you've got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so, because of that, though, especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. Now, a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hayward out there with Porzingis. Then it's Conley. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Washington, it's a Robinson out there with Sabonis. Then there's Dylan Brooks. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Brown in at the 3 slot.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. The first one falls. And Brown drops them both. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Dallas Mavericks. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
I mean, I flat out. I thought they looked overmatched. I mean, I thought they lacked aggressiveness and heart out there.
Brooks misses. Now the Mavericks with it. This their first look at this year's Washington squad.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
But there was a good back and forth between these teams last year, if you remember. You'd expect it to be a mismatch on paper, but it turned out to be pretty even.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And he's been terrific, guys. I mean, the percentage right around 86%, so no doubt he's pleased with that.
He was the 9th overall pick in the 2010 draft. If it were held again, a couple guys would be selected ahead of him.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Pass to Lillard. And Lillard throws it down.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Conley kicks to Hayward. Valanciunas inside. Guarded by Robinson. No good from Valanciunas.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. And well, you look at the development of Domantas Sabonis. If you thought he could be a franchise caliber player, we might need to reconsider that given his play last year.
Conley off target at the rim. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Brooks misses. And Sabonis putting up all-star numbers last season. Greg, you and I think he's just getting started.
Yeah, I mean, Sabonis only dominates a few areas of the game. Not a big defender, but he could be a 25 and 14 type down the line. He's still under 25 years old and has room to grow as a player.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Doncic against Brooks. Brown outside. Just 5 to shoot. And Brown throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
And how about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
Zubac is checked in for Washington. That free throw good from Doncic. Wizards trailed by 3. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. The kick out to Sabonis. The Mavericks pull it in.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the deep playing soft like that.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Brooks, the pass to Lillard. Hits it from three-point range. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
Star just keeps rising for Damian Lillard. Heck of a talent with tremendous range.
Count it.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Brown feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Sabonis. The Wizards working the ball around now. Fades and shoots. That one wide left.
I like what he was trying to do, shaking the D with the fadeaway. Tough look, though.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
I love Hayward's activity and anticipation, and then the precision pass.
Brooks with him. Now guarded by Porzingis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Here's Doncic. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
I love the awareness. Conley is adept at reading the defense and realizing when his guys are uncovered.
And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That is his first foul of the game. Okogie's checked in for the Wizards. Crawford comes in for Lillard. Pass to Beverly. From downtown. Shot clock reset for Washington. The pass to Okogie. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Crawford outside. Kept alive. Here's Zubac. And it's sent back by Lopez.
Lopez is out there to set the tone defensively. I mean, he's a wily, strong defender who sends shots back with authority.
Here's Scott. Rejected by Gasol. To the wing on the left. Okogie inside the three-point line. Back to Crawford. Down low, a reverse, and there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Crawford.
Showing the muscle, Gasol skilled at powering through the contact and finishing.
Intercepted. One-on-one here. And it's Beverly missing.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And see, well, Satoransky doesn't have many years of NBA experience, but he plays like a vet due to his time over in Europe.
I agree with you, G.A. Satoransky's he's a great decision maker. He's been a winner and a natural leader in the locker room. Every player he's played with has had great things to say about him.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Marjanovic is checked in. It's his first trip to the line. And the first one drops. And so Jamal Crawford nails both of them. Mavericks leading by 6. Now, here's Clarkson. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. In the corner, it's Crawford. Inside, Zubac. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
The Wizards have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6. Sinks that one from the post. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
The thing about Clarkson, he really plays with an edge, especially once he gets it up inside. Now, 2 fouls, and we're not even out of the first quarter. That's not a good pace to set.
For Washington, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts. All free throws good from Beverly. For the Washington Wizards, they won their last contest that game against Orlando.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
They just looked a step quicker all game long. They knew they had an advantage on offense.
There's 45 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass to Zubac. Just 5 on the clock. Crawford with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez, and he gets it to go.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 3, and Thomas Satoransky gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Well, in overtime, Beverly has established himself as just a defensive specialist, juggernaut, an absolute pest who plays his tail off on both ends of the floor.
Sabonis, he's checked in for Zubac. Picked his pocket. Beverly, the pass to Gasol. The game now all time.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Here's Clarkson. No good that time. And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals with a big loss.
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Wizards' performance here, guys, what are your thoughts?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
They were just the more aggressive team. I mean, feeding off this crowd's energy.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So the Wizards 5 right now. They've got Sabonis, Patrick Beverly out there with Crawford. Then it's Mitchell Robinson, and it's Okogie in at the 3. And it's Beverly missing. The Mavericks leading to the left wing. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
Wizards making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Satoransky, the pass to Marjanovic. Here's Clarkson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Going to the free throw line would be Clarkson. Confident move there.
Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one, and Patrick, you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you a rim. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. And Satoransky kicks to Prince. Marjanovic down low. Robinson on him. Yep, that one goes. Marjanovic has got his second basket.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Lillard against Clarkson. Robinson dishes to Beverly. Now here's Brown. Defense is right there. Yep, that one goes in there. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Clarkson passes to Satoransky. Marjanovic kicks to Prince. Got a piece of it, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for the Wizards. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Porzingis, he's checked in for Lopez. Osman comes in for Taurean Prince. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Satoransky. And Mike Conley subbed in for Clarkson. For Dallas, they have made the most out of their opportunities at the line. They have yet to miss in 7 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists.
But we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Lillard misses. Dallas with the ball. Stringing it together. They've got an 11-2 run going. Here's Porzingis out to Doncic. Back to Porzingis. Lefty move. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
The Mavericks have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. Wizards trail by 11. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's Lillard missing.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
His teammates keep getting him the ball in his favorite spots. He's done a lot for his shooting percentage.
Dallas making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. The Mavericks haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10.
Yeah, the versatility and competitive fire of Doncic is impressive. You can just tell this kid loves to play the game.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a parade to the foul line.
Zubac is checked in for Washington. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Lets a floater go. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Here's Brooks. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
45th pick in the 2000 draft. Remember when Brooks led Oregon to the Final Four?
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe. The Wizards making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Mavericks leading by 14. Here's Conley. makes it off the glass.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
No, because it's gone dead silent in this arena. What a fantastic performance here on the road.
Outside Gasol. Dishes to Lillard. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No
and,
kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut
Wow.
for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
He's so aggressive at that end of the floor, and that's a quality all great scorers have.
And it's good, 2 points.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Here's a Kogi. Doncic with the block.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays.
Here is Brooks. Lillard outside. Nice form on the 20-footer. Lillard's got 7 points here in this quarter.
I love how Lillard takes the initiative on offense. I mean, he's a creative and talented guard who's been absolutely on fire.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And Doncic gets it to go.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Lillard bounce pass. Kogi, the pass to Lillard. And again, Washington with the triple.
He's got 6 points from beyond the arc in this quarter. I mean, for the game, he's got 9 points from deep.
Here's Doncic. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 7th assist in the game.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Time called here. The Wizards to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Brooks. Dallas also making some changes. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Osman. Korver comes in for Doncic. And it's Clarkson in for Mike Conley. Zubac's the pass to Gasol. Nice ball movement by Washington. Lillard, that's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
No, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
To the inside. Score the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Clarkson against Lillard. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Strong D on the perimeter. That's how you got to play.
Korver passes to Valanciunas. Porzingis trying to get free. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Korver.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Lillard dishes to Crawford. Back to Lillard. Stolen by Clarkson. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Nice. The quick hands of Clarkson. Gets the steal, then right in the transition.
Lillard against Clarkson. Lets it go with a 3. Mavericks with the rebound. Porzingis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Clarkson passes to Valanciunas. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
And so it's Dallas with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. Their defense has been active and effective. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, how would you evaluate your team's performance in the first half?
Well, I like the way we're playing tonight, but, one or two untimely turnovers, these guys are going to convert quickly, so we have to play an aggressive but precise game.
Rick, thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Luka Doncic had a huge first quarter. He ended up with 22 points and 1 assist. And from what we saw so far from the Mavericks, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, it has been an electric performance. These guys were firing on all cylinders. They came out aggressive, going after those rebounds, and they were piling it up. I think they wanted to send a message with their physicality, and they're going to be nearly impossible to stop if they're playing that way.
Shaq, what was your takeaway on Washington?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster, Ernie. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA, over.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. Getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Porzingis is out there with Hayward. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's Kyle Korver. And it's Valanciunas in a position. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. Lillard finds Sabonis. Now Brooks. Sabonis feeling it out a bit.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
And it's Doncic missing. And so Brooks will bring it up for Washington. It's an 18-point game, and the basket is good. Brooks has got 6 points.
The coaching staff likes this. They want Brooks to take these type of shots, and you see why.
Lillard against Doncic. Lays it up off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And they double up Brown. The feed to Lillard. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
The consistency of Lillard with his consistent probing on the defense, he's become Mr. Reliable at a very young age.
Doncic, no good. Wizards trail by 16. And Lillard kicks to Brown. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. 11 points in the game.
They're on target from the start of the half. They're moving well. They're getting some good shots. Now, that makes them 3 for 4 from the field since halftime.
The drive by Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Brooks, the pass to Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. To the middle. There's Sabonis. No good that time. Nice D from Valanciunas. Dallas leading by 15.
And add Valanciunas to the list of traditional bigs who are trying to stretch out their games. Last year, he shot more threes per contest than in any other season. He actually hit them at a decent clip.
Brooks against Doncic. Kicks it out to Lillard. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. Back to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. Goes up on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Valanciunas has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
And even though Valanciunas has added the three ball to his game, his value to this team really lies elsewhere.
Yeah, G.A. He better know where his bread is buttered and stay in his lane. There's no question he's there to be a space eater. Look, think about it. He gives you high-level rebounding, efficient scoring inside. But if he wants more minutes on the floor, his improved jump shot is key for him. Now, that's not the kind of interior defense you want. Way low to protect.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Patrick Beverley, he's checked in for the Wizards. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Sabonis against Korver. Over Brooks. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
And guys, not sure where his head was at shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
Mavericks leading by 17. To the paint. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Korver. Conley's got 6.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And stolen by Prince. Now the Mavericks moving it up. He feeds it to Korver. Out to Conley. In the corner, Marjanovic with it. 5 to shoot. Korver against Beverley. That 3 off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Lobbed up there for Robinson. The shot comes out.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
And last season, we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce the Elam ending, a target score, Greg, to end the game, and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
And no question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point. Conley dishes to Korver. Here's Lopez. Lays it up and banks it in. Lopez has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, well, Lopez is terrific on the offensive glass. I love seeing him use his long arms to haul in the boards.
Here's Beverley. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
If he'd been even halfway decent today, the score would be a lot different, but he can't get anything to fall.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, I mean, you're Kyle Korver. You got to be confident from here. It feels like he can sink it from anywhere on the floor.
Crawford outside. Good work there as it goes. Crawford's got 6.
No, but sometimes you don't need a haymaker, just a jab. You got to get those easy looks inside.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Conley, that remarkable focus from the seasoned vet, strong at taking the contact and finishing.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
For Washington, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Beverley against Conley. And Beverley kicks to Crawford. Back to Beverley. Outside Gasol. Misses the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done on that last play.
And the Mavericks call time here. Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last seasons with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch five. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Okogie's checked in for Dylan Brooks. Saransky's checked in for Dallas.
And how about the focus that Aransky poses on these finishes? Impressive watching him work through contact.
Crawford with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Satoransky trying to get open as Lopez. The shot by Satoransky, no good. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The Mavericks shooting 66% right now. This offense getting everything they want out there. Back to Korver. The Mavericks call time here.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
And the Wizards making a change here. Lillard's checked in. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Satoransky. Passes to Lopez. Shoots over Zubac. Dallas, no good that time either. Washington shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. A wide open look for Gasol. Good on the triple. Gasol's got 5 points now this quarter.
Terrific off the catch. I mean, Gasol right into his shooting.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And with an 86% free throw average, you can count on him to come through on most trips.
5 seconds left to play in the third. Brown outside. That's tipped out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Mavericks ball. Satoransky, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Mavericks ahead, just dominating this one. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. Rick Carlisle had some words for his team. Let's hear what he had to say.
Hey, we're doing a good job of keeping our bodies on their bodies down there. Let's take them all away. Let's take them all away. And when we get it, let's run. Let's run. Let's get out.
Well, Greg, you can tell he's appreciating the hustle on the glass, loving, absolutely loving.
Not wanting to waste any time after grabbing rebounds. Coach Carlisle wants his team to push the pace.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Turner. He's out there with Damian Lillard. And it's Gasol at the 5. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. The 17-footer. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam.
Here's Lillard. Porzingis with the block. They get it back. And the basket by Lillard.
Who knows what this score would look like if he wasn't on his game tonight.
Doncic outside. And they double up Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 10 points here in the second half.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Turner looking around. Porzingis with the block. On the wing, Doncic. Covered by Lillard. Good on the shot.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Here's Turner, and the rejection by Valanciunas. They retain possession. Hernan Gomez. The shot will not fall. Now Dallas takes it the other way. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult one.
Lillard outside. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And now running up the court, Hayward's pushing it up. And Hayward with the stuff.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Outside Turner. Here's Niang, defended by Hayward. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Yeah, right now it feels like they can't miss. We'll see how long they can make this last.
And Doncic throws it down.
And you can tell that Doncic loves leaking out, able to get to the right spot there in transition.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
Turner passes to Lillard. Doncic with the block.
He hasn't had anywhere near the same touch he had in the first half. 0 3-pointers in this half compared to 3 in the first.
Here's Hayward. Washington with the rebound. Lillard left side. And it's blocked. At the elbow, it's Gasol. Here's Niang. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Niang's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, at 7-1, the vision, Gasol staying aware. I mean, this guy's got game.
Doncic dishes to Valanciunas. Can't cash in from close range. Washington's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Niang, no good.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul it.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. The Wizards shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. Crawford passes to Niang. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Outside Turner. It's Crawford on the wing. 5 on the clock. Dallas with the ball. They're on a 16-5 run here. Here's Valanciunas. Misses the layup. Crawford, no one around him. The Wizards with another miss.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic is checked in, and it's Scott in for Porzingis.
We're still waiting for the first miss from the line this half.
So it's Washington now. Crawford with the ball. Crawford missing again. Doncic against Crawford. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Guys, you never know what you'll see when you're watching Luka Doncic. His offensive creativity is through the roof.
Cedi Osman, he's checked in for the Mavericks. That free throw good from Doncic. Greg, after we saw top prospects like LaMelo Ball and R.J. Hampton playing a year in Australia, the NBA G League sweetened the deal to attract those blue chippers to this G League, which I think is a very interesting topic and a very interesting way to go.
It is. You know, I think the salaries now could exceed $500,000, not to mention the endorsement deals, and they're on a single team that's built around their needs. Certainly an enticing option for those who want to skip the college route.
Does this affect colleges, in your opinion, in their recruiting?
Not at all. You're going to love your school no matter who plays for them, especially if you're winning.
Doncic against Crawford. Now, here is Hernan Gomez. He's guarded closely. They need this. And that one hits back iron.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not.
And the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Niang. And that one drops.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
I tell you what, I don't know what he did in the locker room, but he needs to do a little bit more of it because he's on fire.
And Turner kicks to Gasol. Crawford up top, guarded by Doncic. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Mavericks. Hits it again. Wow. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
But they've got this lead because he's at the top of his game. He has been the story tonight.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Dallas.
Not only did they shoot the ball better, but they had more assists.
Yeah, I thought the passing in terms of finding the open man gave the higher percentage shots. The ball movement was key for the win.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Luka Doncic.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Washington has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Pass to Okogie. 1:03 left here in the fourth quarter. Clock at 6. At the top of the key, Hernan Gomez. And it's Osman with the rebound. The Mavericks shooting it as well as you're going to see, 67%. Doncic dishes to Scott. He gets it in there.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Well, this is what guys play for, and when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Jordan Clarkson.
44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Turner passes to Okogie. From 12 feet out. Shoots over Korver. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Kyle Korver. And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. Clarkson against Turner. Boom, he jams it straight down.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Showing remarkable poise and focus throughout the game, a sustained effort across the board.
Hernan Gomez passes to Turner. pass to Niang. And a miss there on the triple. Clarkson kicks to Scott on the wing. Korver. That one's not going to go. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, Luka, another win for you, but the games keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, you know, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
I think it's important that you compete. Congrats on the win, man. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.